What's up, Empress? Hey, everybody. Let some people come on in the room. Damn it, I forgot my paper towels. That's what I forgot. I got my snacks. I'm out here in the backyard, y'all. So, let's see if this is gonna stay like this. Hold up, I gotta go get a paper towel because I'm eating my junk. Matter of fact, let me take my little snack thing in with me. Hey, y'all, I got my snacks out here. All right, so let's see if I can lift that up a little higher. I got the fire pit going. I could never get these things closed. I swear, I could never get it closed, all right? There we go. Now you're up a little bit higher. Okay. That's better than it was. That's a little bit more better, all right? Because I got my snacks and everything. Y'all know I got to eat. I got my M&Ms, and yes, I do have my ice. Hey, Empress. Hey, Allegedly. Hey, Kiki. Hey, Gina in chat. And the other 15 people. Okay. And only 7 thumbs up. But thank you guys for the thumbs up. Anyway, if you guys have not seen the video that Consciouztv had just done, please go over there and check it out. Consciouztv stuff back and forth with Maddie and Geo. The top just came off. Hey, boo. I think she's in her room. I think she's in her room. Hey, Belle, her video messing up. My video ain't messing up, girl. My video clear. It ain't budged. It ain't blanked out. It ain't did nothing. You maybe you need to go out and come back in, because my video is crystal clear. Yeah, thank you, Kiki. Kiki say it's good. Yeah, my video is good, honey. Girl, that's your cheap internet. Because my internet is popping. Everybody else can see me clear, right? Hey, Yvette. So anyway, Consciouztv did a great interview with Geo about the situation with him and Maddie. Conscious maybe I shouldn't say good friends, but is friendly with Geo and Maddie. He loves both of them a great deal, and he was very much bothered by everything that went on with them in that situation. And you always know it gets worse. It gets worse when you got outside folks. when outside folks is giving their opinions, when you got outside folks coming in, it did for a minute, but it's very clear now, girl. That's y'all internet, girl, because my phone ain't blinked in. It ain't went. Now, usually when it blink in and it stumble a little bit, y'all know I'm the first to apologize. I'm the first to say something because I know sometimes I go in and out and this and that. But since I've been here on, it's been good. It didn't blink out not one time. So I don't know. But when Consciouztv did get the interview going and stuff, his stuff blinked in and out too for a minute. So I don't know if that's the haters. I think it could be the haters or whatever. Hey, Just Read, that's doing that. I'm a moderator of Consciouztv. I've been a moderator with him for a while now, and that's my guy. That he like a son to me. I love him. I love him to death. He is the one content creator that you can best believe your ass is going to be neutral about a situation. He's going to be very neutral. Uncle Tim was over there. Uncle Tim went on because at the end, he had the little call in to where you could call in, right? You could call in and ask Geo questions or talk to Geo or just say whatever it is that you wanted to say. So he had that. And it was good. Like, it was back and forth. People that were on Maddie's side said how they felt, and people that was on Geo's side said how they felt. I love them both. I'm like Consciouztv. I love them both. I've been Maddie Mob from the beginning, a very long time. I have spoken to Geo a couple of times outside of YouTube. He's a great guy, very smart, a great business guy. Everybody has to understand that he has brought Maddie a long way. They both have came a very long way together. Not separately, together, And I think they could have been amazing if it had continued. I think they could have been amazing. I'm going to say this. Sometimes when you get that celebrityism real quick, it goes to your head. For some people, they don't understand it. For some people, others, they don't know how to handle it. It can be a lot. It can definitely be a lot when you're getting all of this attention really quick. When people are noticing you, when you're doing big things, when you're doing tours and all of this. And then we know what comes along with all of that as well. What comes along with all that? The haters. The haters. And you always got somebody that's whispering in somebody else's ear about what it is that you're doing, that you're not doing, that you should be doing, how you should be doing. You're going to always have, I don't care what it is, you're going to always have that. I had it happen to me several times over, and I've had it happen to other people. That is one of the reasons why I say to people constantly, don't bring me no shit here on YouTube. Don't bring me. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me what you heard. Don't tell me what you think you saw. Don't tell me what a second party, a third party, a fourth party told you to tell me. If it's not in black and white, if it ain't etched in blood, if I can't see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, don't bring it to me. And that's what happens when you get somebody like Geo and T.S. Madison, where things have happened really fast, and then you start your circles start getting big. When let me tell y'all, can I share some story time with you? When I got, and you guys know, it's no secret, everybody know I've done a lot of TV. I've done commercials, I've done acting, I've done movies, I've done TV shows, I've done a lot of stuff. And even when people knew that I did all that stuff, I never got the attention. That's the right word for it. I never got the attention like I got when that Walmart commercial came out. Y'all, let me tell you, because when I went out for that Walmart commercial, I was told by Walmart industry producers, directors, everybody, you have two chances. If you don't get the national commercial spot, you can get the local, which the local would just be in the state of Illinois. That means it would air all over the state of Illinois. Now, if I got the national, which I did, because Miss Gina is just that, honey, Miss Gina don't play about her stuff. I got the national. I aired all over the world. You understand me? I had family members calling me from California. I had people calling me from New York. I had people calling me from Arizona. I had people calling me. A friend of mine moved to Texas. I had folks calling me from Texas. I had people calling me from Minnesota. Honey, if they was not calling me, they were texting me. Okay, if they was not texting me, they was in my inbox on Facebook, on Instagram. However they thought that they could get in contact with me, they was calling. You know why? Because they looked at that commercial. Ooh, Miss Gina, she doing it now. She got a national commercial. Honey, folks I had never heard of before. Folks I had never, honey, you know how they say when you get popular, them new cousins start coming out. Honey, I had new kinfolks that was coming out. I had people that said, I haven't seen that Walmart commercial. Girl, just go on my page. It's right there on YouTube. Go. You know how when you go click on to somebody YouTube, it's right there. It's for one of the first commercials. It's right there. You can't help but see it. As soon as you come on, go to like you a new viewer where you viewing my videos, and you will see it, and it's right there. Been there, girl. Been there for years. You late. If you ain't seen it, you're late. Most of the time, when you do see it, you'll probably say, I did see that commercial, because honey, they was airing it every 5 seconds. They was airing it. Somebody somewhere. So you had to be asleep. You had to be blind, crippled, crazy, sleep, drunk, dead if you didn't see that commercial, because it aired everywhere. And I had people coming out the woodwork. They were calling me. I was getting invited to places that I didn't normally get invited. You know, you get invited to this party and that party and this club and that. And honey, I got more attention from people because of my Walmart commercial than I did when I was on Empire. Okay? Did you hear what I said? I got more attention from people from that national Walmart commercial that I did than I did than when I was on Empire. Honey, I was known as the Walmart mom. Everybody was called, that's the Walmart mom, that's the Walmart. Everywhere I went, I was the Walmart mom. They loved me. They loved my kids. In the commercial, when you see, hey, baby Bob, I had a little wig on because I didn't want to look glamorous. When we all look at Walmart, when you all watch the Walmart commercial, when you shop at Walmart, everybody is normal. Every day, ain't nobody walking in Walmart all glamorous. So I didn't want to have on like all the makeup. I didn't want all the jewelry on. I didn't want to have the long flowing hair and none of that kind of stuff. I wanted to look totally normal. I wanted to look like that. Well, normal is the wrong word, but I wanted to look like that average shopper that shops in Walmart. And I think I pulled it off good because it was it aired Halloween time. It was a Halloween commercial. Well, anyway, I got a lot of attention from it. Wasn't all good attention. I got positive attention. And I got negative attention. There was people, honey, that was hating. She thinks she all that. She thinks she this and that. Because she got a Walmart. Because she thinks she... I don't think nothing. I worked my ass off. You think I'm some kind of way. Because you the only one feeling some kind of way. That's how it goes. We have to understand that Maddie came a long way. She hustled and bustled. And Maddie came... Let me tell you something what is very hard. It is very hard trying to come from the adult entertainment industry and trying to go what they call straight and narrow. When you come from the adult entertainment industry and then you try to go the straight and narrow, it's very hard. It's very difficult. But Maddie managed to do that. She managed to do that. It was very, very hard when you're also a child actor. when you're a child actor and you want to try to go and you want to try to be an adult actor, you want to try to get into the adult realm of, if you want to try to do, if you're a comedian, right? If you're a comedian and you're known as doing comedy, it is very hard for them to try to get into drama. If you want to try to do an action and try to get, it's very hard, because that's how they stare. That's why you ain't seen Steve Urkel doing nothing. You ain't seen Steve Urkel doing anything. And he even said himself, he's stereotyped. You get stereotyped when you do a lot of stuff. That's why I always tried to be versatile. I always was like all over the place. I tried to do a lot of different stuff. Because once you get there and everybody recognize you for that certain thing, you can't do anything else. You can't do some stuff, but it's hard for the audience to accept you. It's hard for Maddie to come from, yeah, Baby Bop, the typecast people for one, yeah, typecast you. So for Maddie to come from adult and to try to do regular TV stuff, regular, what they call normal, everyday, get into that. Kudos to Gio for getting her there, because that's not easy. Honey, a lot of the times the producers don't even want to touch you. Coco, y'all know Coco, beautiful Biloxian woman that's married to Ice-T. Ice-T came from rapping, and then he went into TV and acting. He did movies and he went to TV. We all know him from the Special Victims Unit. He's on that show, right? But the only way his wife, Coco, got to be on certain regular stuff is because of him. Because she came from the adult industry. And because she came from the adult industry, she couldn't get regular work. Nobody would hire her. She couldn't do regular stuff. She couldn't get on regular everyday shows. Nobody, because they stereotype you. If you're an adult actress, they're going to always think of you as an adult entertainer. If you're a comedian, you're a comedic act, especially a child actor, a child comedic actor, you're going to always be there, and it's going to be hard. Remember little JJ? How many of you guys remember little JJ? Remember little JJ came out? He was so funny. That kid was hilarious. That kid was touring. He was touring all across the world doing stand-up comedy. Then he got on a few movies. He did a few movies. Then he got on a couple of TV shows. He did a few TV shows. And then after that, you ain't hear about him no more. You know why? He went on and went to college and took his ass to school because he was not getting calls. Nobody wanted to touch him because he's that comedic actor, and they can't see you in a serious role. They can't see you you have to prove yourself. And it's very hard. So I say all that to say, for Maddie to get here from whence she came, and Gio to get her there, and he got her there, they did it together, is amazing. It's amazing. And as you get bigger, as you climb the scale, as you get bigger, there's more hate. There's more jealousy. There's more people that's going to be against you. The bigger you get, the more popular. And you know where the most of the mess comes from? Your own camp. People that's right up under you, that's loving you, because you got the person on this side that might be jealous of the person on this side, because this person thinks that person is getting a little bit more attention, or that person thinks this person is getting a little bit more attention, and they both is in the ear of the start, they bread and butter. They both in the ear of that person that's making sure everybody eats. Now, where I'm going to say, and I'm Maddie Mom. Let's not get this. I've been Maddie Mom from day one. It did not change. I still love T.S. Madison, and I definitely, I would never lose my love and respect for Gio. Respect them a whole lot. I even asked Gio. Gio, I don't know if you remember, baby, but I asked Gio to represent me because at the time I was looking for an agent, and this was about 2 years back. I was looking for an agent, a manager, and I asked. And during this time when he started going through what he's going through now, he said, I'm not managing nobody no more. I'm not gonna do it. So I didn't bother with bugging him or asking him anymore. But when you're doing this, you can't listen to outside people. You can't, even those that are very close to you. You gotta have contracts. I don't know if they had a contract, if they didn't have a contract. I don't know. I'm just saying, you have to have contracts. In those contracts, you have to state the when, the where, the what, the how, the if, the might be, the just in case. All of that needs to be in that contract so you don't have stuff like this. Things, anytime when you get, he shouldn't have to, as a manager, and he's the manager, and he's making sure she get paid, and she's making sure, he should never have to look up cash apps or PayPal information to see how much it was that he was getting paid. Them checks supposed to be rolling in. That's what an accountant is for. That's what an accountant is for. That's why checks, things supposed to be documented. And I understand, we are in this realm, we are in this world right now of cash apps and PayPals and super chats and things like that. But when you're working for somebody else, baby, you got to make sure your I's is dotted and your T's are crossed. You have to make sure that just in case something goes wrong, things is going to be handled amicably, because it doesn't. And when it doesn't, you got this. You got this. And then you got people on all different sides saying, well, he said this and she said that and they should have did this and that person should have did that. And then you got the other two people that now they think it's their turn to boost up in the seat. They think it's their turn to now sit. Like, I got an empty seat here, and I have an empty seat over here, and I got an empty. Honey, when those seats are open, you can best believe somebody else is waiting to get in them. Somebody else is waiting to sit in them. You have to be very careful, very cautious. I made that mistake myself. I've made that mistake myself, and it's hard. But let me tell you something. Consciouztv did the interview was great. It was amazing. The guests that came on, they were great. They were awesome. Look, everything's not going to be positive. Everybody has their own opinions, okay? You're going to have people that's going to be one-sided. You're going to have those that are not going to be neutral. You're going to have those that did not see everything and did not know everything. Uncle Tim, you was wrong. I'm going to tell you why you was wrong. And I love Uncle Tim, but I'm going to tell you why you was wrong. You didn't see everything. You didn't see other videos. You didn't see stuff in the past. And you said, well, I didn't know. I wouldn't have never known anything about that situation with Maddie and the HIV or whatever it is, if Gio hadn't mentioned it. And you blamed Gio for that. That was wrong, because that was already out. And it wasn't put out by Gio. Gio was basically, in Conscious, you handled that perfectly. Gio was just trying to make a point that she thinks I'm the snake in the camp. I'm not the snake in the camp. Do you remember when X, Y, and Z said ABC? That's all he was saying. We've all done that. We've all done it. Remember when you and Jay Wilson used to fight? Remember when you and Jay Wilson used to fight? You've done it. You've brought up stuff when he would try to say stuff about you and this and that, and you would say, well, back when and what and sis and that and do. Some of us might have never known about certain things. A lot of us might have never known some things about Jay Wilson if you hadn't opened up your mouth. I'm just making a point. If you hadn't opened up your mouth and said a lot of things, a lot of people wouldn't have known. So you got to think what you say, because people always say stuff about other folks. Well, we wouldn't have never known this and that, because I didn't know. If you hadn't said H, Y, and Z, well, we wouldn't have never known a bunch of shit that was said about Jay Wilson if you hadn't spoke up. And we wouldn't have known a lot of shit about you if it wasn't for Jay's big mouth. So we got to think about that. You got to think about all of that. This is life. This is life. This is everyday life. You got to take the good with the bad. When a person is hurting, you can't tell a person how to hurt when somebody has done something to them. You can't tell them how to hurt. Y'all can't tell a person, well, just shut the fuck up. We wouldn't have never known it if you stop speaking on it. How many times have I told you guys, when a person is hurt and if they speaking on it, that's a good thing, because they speaking on it because they need to get that shit out. They need to get it out. It's when you don't get it out. It's when you don't speak up and that shit starts to build up, and then you got somebody coming out doing something crazy. Okay? So it's a good thing that he was speaking up. Then y'all got to keep in mind too. Thank you, Eric. Then you got to keep in mind too that he ain't talking by himself. Maddie talking too. Don't think Maddie shutting the fuck up. Just because y'all didn't know who she always talked about doesn't mean she wasn't talking about Geo. Just because Maddie went over on Patreon, which is what a lot of people tend to do now, which is what the YouTubers tend to do when they want to talk about somebody, and they don't want that certain somebody to know that they're talking about them. When they want to be bold about it, they tend to go over on Patreon. We all heard Geo said, I didn't listen to no he say, she say stuff. I didn't listen to what. I went over and looked for myself. And I heard my name mentioned. I saw my name. So if he heard with his own ears and he saw with his own eyes, y'all can't fault him for speaking out and he feels some type of way. Just like when Maddie hears Geo say something and she feels some type of way, whether she decides to do it here on YouTube or whether she decides to take her toys and go over there to Patreon and do it. That is her choice. But you can't get mad and say something and fault her because she's reacting to him, and vice versa. You can't get mad and say something to him because he's reacting to her. What adults should be saying is they need to talk. They need to talk. They need to take this shit off of social media and they need to talk. But you know why I don't go that way? Because you motherfuckers want to see it go down on here. See, I hate when you got the hypocrites that say, well, why you keep talking about it? If you don't care about it no more, why you keep talking about it? Because the motherfuckers hurt. That's why we all say, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Let them keep talking. We have all said that fuck shit. But the second we hear somebody talking stuff, what do? We get back on this motherfucker and we respond. So y'all miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with the bullshit. Geo handled it exactly as he should. Okay? And Maddie handled it exactly as she should, as she saw fit. That's how it goes down. Hey, Liz. That's exactly how it goes down. To each his own. You cannot tell a person that is wounded by someone how to pick up the pieces, how to fight. You can't slap me in my face and get mad because I punch your ass, okay? You can't punch me and get mad because I kicked you. You can't kick me and get mad because I sliced your ass up. You can't slice me up and get mad because I shot you. You understand what I'm saying? You can't tell a person that is in pain and that is hurting how they should fight, how they should argue. They're going to argue how they see fit. It's going to take them two individuals to work this out. But they can't never work it out when you got all these outside people. When you got all these outside people jumping in. I didn't see the Armand Wiggins, but I know Armand was one-sided and took from what everybody is saying, okay? From what everybody is saying, and even Conscious, it was one-sided. And if you supposed to be a media person, you know, an interviewer, a caster, you supposed to be neutral. You ain't supposed, no matter how you feel. How do you think we hear things about the killer? When those people are interviewing the killer, when those on 2020 is interviewing the rapist, the murderer, okay, all this stuff. Why do you think we get a great interview? Because even though that interviewer or that newscaster might want to get up and rip his or her vocal cords out, they sit there like they've been best friends, like they've been longtime friends, and they listen, and they pay attention, and they neutral, and they don't judge one way or the other. They are just asking the questions that we all want to know. That's it. So I just had to get on here, and and had to let Conscious know he did an amazing job. Gio, kudos to you, baby, for coming on, and you stood your ground. You stood your ground with a lot of people. You stood your ground with Chucky, because Chucky was one-sided. Chucky, you wasn't right. Chucky was one, and Chucky kept saying, well, you being defensive, you keep answering everything with it. Well, what the fuck is he supposed to do? You asking him questions. He's not supposed to answer. He's supposed to just listen to you. You being defensive because you want to protect Maddie so much, but you don't know. See, let me tell y'all something. There's three sides to a story. It's Gio's side, it's Maddie's side, and it's the motherfucking truth. Okay? They're the only people that knows genuinely what went down and what happened is Gio, Maddie, and God. That's it. The spirits and the souls and the divine entities are the only ones that genuinely know what happened and how all this went down and what the real deal Holyfield is. Y'all don't know. We don't know. We all know what's being told to us. We know things that Gio say. We know things that Maddie say. But there's three sides to every story. Everybody might be telling parts of the truth, bits and pieces of the truth. Who are we to judge? We know this. That's facts. We know this. Both parties are hurt. Thank you, Fiat. Thank you, Empress. We know. Hey, Tabay. Hey, Miss Gina in chat. I am late, but here, just getting off work. Thank you, baby. We know that both individuals are hurt by that situation. And we do know that Gio is deeply bothered, is deeply hurt, is still going through some things. And I think by him being able to go on the show with Consciouztv, that a lot of that he was able to get off his chest, because Conscious is a neutral person, and Conscious listening to both sides. And Conscious told Gio when he felt some type of way. He told him when he felt that wasn't right. Conscious, even I have a great respect for Conscious, even when him and Uncle Tim got into it. Conscious said, let me tell you something. Uncle Tim was riding for you when you was over there on Andre Wiggins, on Armand Wiggins' show or whatever, and he was coming at you. He said, so I don't think that it was Uncle Tim's intention to try to belittle you or disrespect you in any way. It's just that y'all, you agree to disagree. Consciouztv did real report work, didn't he? Fayette. Yes. Look, cool. Look, I got to stand up. Standing ovation. Look at that. Honey, you got to give him a standing ovation on that, because he did an amazing job. And let me tell you, you got to give kudos to Gio. Gio did 2 interviews, and he stood his ground. He didn't tuck tail and he didn't run. He answered the questions. He faced the music. He did the damn thing. He did the damn thing. People gonna judge regardless. There's gonna people that's gonna stand by him, and there's gonna people that's gonna stand by Maddie. There's gonna be people that are like me and Conscious and a few others that we so want to see them both back together. And I think they could get back together. I think, and this is just me, I think if Maddie and Gio set just the 2 of them, I'm talking about no friends, no extras, no, just the 2 of them. If just the 2 of them went someplace neutral, not at Maddie's house not at Geo's. Go to a restaurant. Go to a park. Not even a restaurant. Go to a park. Go to a nice park like this, like my backyard. Go to a nice park with a nice setting where there's nobody to get y'all something to drink, because all that talking and yelling and everything that y'all gonna do, your mouth gonna get a little dry. But just the two of them, get you some snacks, get you some drinks, and Maddie and Geo needs to sit down and have a conversation. And I think if the two of them did that, because it takes two. Let me tell you something. It takes two to start a relationship, and it takes two to end a relationship. It does. It takes two to end it. But if both people are at it and they're back and forth and all of this kind of stuff, it's not going to go nowhere. It's not. I tried it. I tried it. I tried it with somebody I cared about. Y'all was here. Y'all seen it. I tried it with a few people where I tried to talk to them, where I even said, I'm sorry, and apologized several times. But you know what happened? It was one-sided. It was me trying. Nothing will ever work when you got one person that's apologizing, when you got one person trying to work it out, when you got one person that wants to move forward. It's never going to work. It takes two. It takes two to do everything. So I think if Geo and Maddie can come to a neutral spot, they can work this out, and even if they don't work again together, but they could possibly move forward, because they need that. They need that. And let me tell you something. What you do in public, especially when that's your boss and you're the employee and all that stuff, other people look at that. And it falls on the realm of your next job. You have other people that may not want to do business with you because they'll say, oh yeah, if it don't work out, he gonna do the same thing to me that he did to Maddie. And vice versa. You may have people that don't want to deal with Maddie because they'll say, well damn, she don't pay her people. And then she treat them like shit. And then, so you have to look at that. Just like I told you, I'm on live. Just like when you, when I went through the situation with my job, and I told you I went in there every day with a smile. Every day with a smile. I smiled. I didn't look. I didn't go in there and I didn't curse them out. I didn't say X, Y, and Z and woo, woo, woo. I said, look, I got to call corporate, because if I don't call corporate, something's going to go down. Let me go. And I handled it amicably. And when I did that, they put me someplace better. Remember I told y'all I went to the new spot, honey. I was happy. I was jumping up. I was celebrating. I was in good spirits. But when you don't do, people watch. They watch. What I told you, what I got to look, listen, and learn. Look, listen, and learn. When you do that, everybody else is doing that too. You got others. You may even think that they not looking, listening, learning, paying attention. Hey, Bree, but they are. But they are. And that says a lot. It says a lot in how it will play out later on. So for the next go around, I just say, try to handle it in private. It's not always, and I said this on Conscious channel, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to ignore people when you got folks constantly coming at you. When you got people constantly speaking on your name. I know, I've been through it. You got people constantly coming at you, constantly speaking your name, constantly talking shit. It is not easy to just ignore it and keep going. At some point, you got to speak up and you got to say something. Otherwise, they keep going. They keep at you with the mess. Y'all know how this YouTube stuff is. Y'all not new to this. But Geo been handling it very well. Maddie's been handling it the way Maddie handles it, and I just think that they both need to have a conversation. They need to talk, and I think that if they both sit down and have an adult conversation, they can get through this. I'm just looking, my other tiki, my little tiki thing just went out, and this one looked like it's about to go out. It looked like we about to get some rain now. It was good out here. Now in the backyard, it was good. I cut down a lot of bushes and stuff back here. Um, but I hope and I pray for Gio. I pray for Maddie that they can at least move forward. They may not can never work together. They may not never bond again or none of that stuff. But hopefully they could be cordial to each other. Maybe at some point they can make money with each other again and they can move forward. Because if you look, let me tell you, it's a lot of actors and actresses and managers and stuff, people in the business that can't stand each other. Can't stand each other. But guess what? They can make that money together. They can definitely make. I may not like you, may not can't stand you, but honey, when that director say action, Miss Gina on point, I'm ready because I want my check signed, sealed, and delivered. Okay. So yeah, Conscious did a great job. He is a great mediator. Conscious, you may got a new business, baby. You may got a new business mediating. Maybe you can mediate a lot more of this YouTube drama with these content creators that's going through a lot of stuff because your platform is comfortable. Your platform, you're neutral. People want to go where they feel comfortable. Because, see, I tried that before. When I went over there on Jay, when I thought I could trust him and stuff. And see, some people make you think you can trust them. And then they get over there and they railroad you. So you have to be really, really careful. But this interview with Consciouztv, yes, I'm going to keep saying it. Y'all better go over there and thumbs up Consciouztv. You better go subscribe to him. Because he is amazing. He is amazing. This is going to have more people that are definitely are going to want you to interview them. They're definitely going to want you to interview them. Y'all don't believe it? Go and check out this video and how everything he did. I loved and how he put the people on, one at a time, and it didn't get, it didn't get out of hand. Got a little, busy, a little bit tit for tat and everything, but it wasn't anything disrespectful. It didn't get, because remember, honey, when we saw on Goddess, it went down on God, honey, when that fishy thing was over there, and everybody, it went down. Do you hear me? It went down. Goddess was another great mediator and everything, but it went down. Y'all, the bugs. Y'all know the bugs is out. The bugs is out and they crawling. Okay. But yeah, it went down over there. And so it got so bad. Do y'all remember at one point it had gotten so bad that we couldn't even understand what anybody was saying. Remember? And toward the beginning, we could. I think the only person that I've been so made out, really, was Deanna. Because, honey, y'all know, if you know Deanna lingo, honey, that tongue is vicious. But when everybody started cursing her out and going off at the same time, that's when your show, it just goes up in air. It just goes, because you can never get anywhere if everybody is talking at a person and not to them. And I think that's where it got a little bit heated with Gio and Tim, because they, I think Gio was looking at it that Uncle Tim was talking at him and not to him, with some of the things he was saying and how he came about it, and he didn't like that. And so that's where it got a little heated at. But other than that, it was a great interview. It was really, really great. Other people got on and said how they feel, and they told, Gio that maybe he shouldn't have did this and maybe he shouldn't have did that and all of this stuff. And Gio took it pretty good. I could say one thing about Gio. He's a great guy. He's an awesome guy. He listens. He is a great listener. But when you're hurt, when somebody hurts your feeling, y'all, you just don't throw 7 years away of working with somebody. Loving them, caring for them. You know, you they bread and butter. We saw when they drove on long trips and Geo was driving and stuff. You can't just throw that away. And I know we all love Maddie, but Maddie, I'm going to say this to you. You're the boss. And sometimes when we're in charge, we say things to our employees, to our children, to our significant others and stuff, that we probably is not what we said to them, but how we said it, and then it really hurts their feelings. But we don't look at it that way, because we be like, you mad over that? That's what you mad about? And they like, hell yeah, I'm mad at that. Because everybody's not strong. And that's what I tend to tell everybody. I tell it to my daughter. When I talk to Cece, Cece always say, well, I don't know why your son act like that. Well, I don't know why your daughter act like that. And I tell them, everybody ain't strong like you. Just because you strong, just because you can handle some things that I might throw at you, your job might throw at you, the world might throw at you, don't mean your sister can handle that. Don't mean your brother can handle that, because everybody is not that strong person. That's why you see a lot of followers now. We got all these followers that's all over the freaking place, and they following the garbage, and they know it's wrong. They know when this dummy says some dumb fuck shit. They know it's wrong, but they still follow them. And they still go along with why? Because they scared that if they say something, that person gonna call them out and embarrass them too. So they rather just let it go and let it slide. We've all seen that. This is prime example of how relationships, work relationships, regular relationships, how they can go awry, you know? With that being said, again, Gio, I love you. Much love to you. Maddie, I'm still Maddie Ma, baby. I love you. I have much respect for you, Maddie. And Consciouztv, baby, you my baby for life. Great, 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 great interview. And I definitely look forward to seeing you do more interviews with more content creators. I think that will be a new show for you to do more intervention with other content creators that are at each other or into it. I think that this would be great. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. I'm going to finish my snacks, finish straightening up my backyard, and I shall talk to you guys later. I definitely will be live some more tonight, okay? I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, honey. Miss Gina, Queen of Talk. Cash App. Posh Life Queen. Love you. Mwah. And ta-ta for now.